housekeeping rules. They've told me to bring your parking tickets to the front because they'll validate it if you've parked underground. This is not a joke, I'm serious. Naqaash and Natasha, I'm surprised that you guys give me the stage for a couple minutes on such a memorable occasion. You know, right before I came in here, Naqaash pulled me aside and told me if I do a good job on the speech, he'll name his first kid after me. So I guess I only have like 8 more months to wait, right? Before I begin, I'll let all the ladies in the room know that I am single and I am accepting phone numbers. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Zhen Jiwa, and I've known Natasha and Naqaash for a very, very long time. I've known Naqaash for about 15 years, much before he met Natasha. He was actually a pretty bad kid growing up. You know, Naqaash once crashed his dad's car, really badly, and his dad thought, you know, I'm going to teach him a good lesson. So he left the car on the driveway, completely smashed up for all the other kids to walk by and check out. Naqaash has grown up a lot ever since he's met Natasha. Surprisingly, I've known Natasha for a lot longer than Naqaash. I've known her for about 22 years. Till today, I still have no idea why she hasn't picked me. I know that nobody's interested in hearing a long-winded speech, especially by me, so I'll keep this as short as Naqaash. You know, I can't say that I'm shocked that you two are getting married. Individually, you were both two very, very different people in very different places. But I think the fusion of you two has really transformed you guys into two outstanding individuals. Natasha, you're an inspiration to a lot of people who have great dreams in life. That's because you've truly fulfilled yours. It just goes to show you that if you put your mind and heart to things, you too can achieve anything you set out to. You become a doctor and that's a huge, huge achievement. I'm normally your biggest fan unless I'm in Kane. And when I'm in Kane with my parents and Natasha's parents there, they're always like, you know, Dauro chokro sukariche. Kaina gamme furiche. And then they go to Natasha's and Maro chokri daughter tegyo. Sorry, my Gujarati or Kutchi's really bad, but tegyo? Okay, thanks. It's a hard act to follow, but I'm really, really proud of you. I mean, you're so much of an inspiration that Naqaash didn't want to be the only guy in the household that didn't have a doctorate, so he's decided to quit his job and do a PhD. For those of you who don't know, Naqaash is about to do a PhD at Ivy. Naqaash, what are you doing your PhD in again? Business. Really? Right, you totally killed my joke, but he's actually doing a PhD in Facebook. You know what, I think you'll do great and you'll become a big-time thought leader in the space, and I wish you all the best. All jokes aside on him earning a doctorate as being a pro creeper, he's one of the most stand-up guys that I've ever met. You know, I was telling his friend the other day, if I had to describe him in one word, it'd be disciplined. I don't know if you guys all know how Naqaash starts his morning. He gets up at 3:30 every single day, and he has an extremely long walk to Kane. He gets to Kane, goes to 4 AM prayers, then he decides that, you know, he'll vacuum Kane after. Kane's mosque. For people, okay, yeah, you guys got it. All right, cool. After that, yeah, he does. I know. That was the joke. You know, after that, he comes home, he showers, he goes to work, he comes back, goes to the gym, and then goes to evening Kane. He does all of that while maintaining a successful career and a very healthy relationship with Natasha, and that's not easy. I mean, she's not an easy girl to please. I mean, look at her. Natasha, I don't need to say too many words about you. You look beautiful today. And you're a doctor. I mean, you're hot and you're a doctor. Like, I don't really need to say much more than that. Seriously though, you're about to get married to one of the best guys that I know. Naqaash is very, very traditional. He's like a stand-up guy. I mean, he's so traditional, this engagement's not open bar, right? Sorry. Everybody was thinking it, so I thought, you know, I was talking to Naqaash the other day, and he told me, you know, girls these days are, you know, becoming more powerful and focusing a lot more on their career and what have you. And he's like, you know, there's one tradition that I still truly believe in, and that's that the man is really the pillar in the relationship, and he's, you know, he's the foundation. So he's supposed to stand tall and you know, provide the woman with protection and shelter and security. you're gonna have a really hard time doing that without standing on your tippy toes. You can't even see over her. Alright, I've made enough short jokes about Naqaash. But seriously, the two of you are about to embark on a very special and lifelong journey. I haven't been in too many relationships to provide you with any concrete advice. It's true. But there's a couple things I do know for sure. Life gets busy, and it's really, really, really important to make time for each other. I know it sounds like something simple and so cliche, but seriously, it's really, really important. So just make sure that you're always there for her and that you remind her that you love her. And that goes to the same for everybody in this crowd, right? I mean, take a second to look at your significant other, except you two, because two men there. But seriously, take a second to look at your wife or your girlfriend and just remind them how much you love them. Something that just needs to happen more often. I'm sure that, you know, we can all remember that first time that we kissed the girl that we fell in love with. You know, you're all anxious and scared and you're nervous and you're hopping up and down and you have all those butterflies and then, you know, bam, it just happens. I mean, that feeling is something that, you know, all the money in the world or becoming a doctor, I mean, you can't replace. Naqaash, remember one thing. Like anything in life, you know, marriage is going to have growing pains. And you just need to be strong. And I mean, you know, as time goes on, you'll sort of realize that, you know, you're gonna have peaks and valleys in a relationship, and just remember that, you know, you need to pull together and you need to stay strong and be there for each other. Just do all of that without doing that stupid wink of yours. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed it. When Naqaash enters and exits a room, he loves to wink. And he like has a wink and a dimple, and I mean, it's so good it even turns me on sometimes. You know, my favorite wink story from Naqaash is, you know, they decide to go on this date, and they go to the movies, and they watch the movie called The Breakup with Jennifer Aniston. Till today, I can't figure out why you would go watch a movie about breaking up with your girlfriend. But anyways, if you guys have seen the movie, something unconventional happens in the ending. They actually don't get back together. I'm not trying to be sad or anything here, obviously. Anyway, so Natasha and Naqaash, you know, they end up going back home, and you know, they're lying beside each other, and Naqaash is, you know, he does one of those winks to Natasha, and he's like, hey, you know, and she's not having it, and Natasha's like, you know, I'm really, really worried that, you know, you're gonna love somebody else one day. So Naqaash, being the, you know, sly guy that he is, he looks at her deep in the eyes, and he's like, you know what, Natasha? I am gonna love somebody else one day. It's gonna be in about 10 years from now, and she's gonna call you mom. Natasha and Naqaash, I wish you guys the best of luck in your marriage, in your careers, and from the bottom of my heart, I wish you guys an infinite amount of success. Please raise your glass. On behalf of everyone in this room, we both love you very much. Cheers. Cheers.